Hey everyone, I've had a lot of questions around the science of skin aging, skin cancer, and the role of UVA and UVB in all of this. So I thought I'd create a video kind of breaking this all down and hopefully giving you some useful hints and tips to stay safe in the sun. So let's start with some basic science. So the sun creates electromagnetic radiation. This travels at various wavelengths and frequencies. This kind of spectrum is called the electromagnetic spectrum. Ultraviolet is on this between visible light and between X-rays. There are 7 different subcategories on the electromagnetic spectrum. Of UVA, there are many different subtypes. The ones we really talk about are UVA and UVB. UVA has a broader wavelength and penetrates more deeply into the skin and is particularly associated with skin aging. UVB has a shorter wavelength and penetrates less deeply in the skin and is more associated with the kind of redness and burning that you can get when you're exposed to UV light. Both UVA and UVB are proven to increase the risk of skin cancers. So it is so important you're protecting yourself from both. So let's have a little look at a sun cream bottle, if I can get it right. So on the top there you can see SPF. SPF is sun protection factor, and the number equates the number of times longer you can be exposed to that frequency of ultraviolet and not burn. If it's SPF 50, in theory it should protect you up to 50 times longer. So the higher the SPF, the more protection you're getting against UVB. So that is specifically what SPF is for, UVB. You've got a UVA star rating at the bottom. This one has 5 stars. That means there's 5-star protection against UVA, and that's particularly important in protection against, of course, skin cancers, but also skin aging. So when you are looking at sun cream bottles, just make sure that you've got a really high value of SPF on it, at least SPF 50, and look for a 5-star UVA rating, because ultimately no one really wants to age their skin, and most importantly of all, you don't want to increase the risk of skin cancers. When it comes to sunbeds, most sunbeds use predominantly UVA, which gives you a bit of suntan. UVA is quite responsible for giving a bit of suntan, but also UVA, of course, is the one that ages your skin. So people who are using sunbeds a lot are increasing their risk not only to skin cancer but also skin aging as well. So I'd highly recommend not using sunbeds. They really aren't good for you. Is there such thing as a safe tan? Unfortunately, I'd love to say yes, there is. There's no such thing as a safe tan. But what I would say is if you are going to be enjoying the sun, as we all do, make sure you use plenty of sun cream. I know some of you might be saying, Alex, you got burnt on Love Island, what are you talking about? Well, actually, I was taking isotretinoin at the time, which is for my acne. I still have some spots now, and that increases your sensitivity of your skin to sunlight, so you go pink in the sun, and makes it very difficult when it comes to sunburn. So I had a difficult time with that. I was using factor 50 like this, but unfortunately I was out in the sun for long periods. Obviously not an ideal situation, and I'm very careful to use sun cream as best as I can. I know this is a bit of a whistle-stop tour, but I hope it's a useful video and gives you a little bit of insight. I might do a longer format video on YouTube as well about this and get a dermatologist in for their insight, because of course skin isn't my area. I understand it to a certain level, but of course it is very complex. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope it's useful. Please comment below anything that you kind of would like to add. If you're a dermatologist, please do add any information you could to below. I think it's useful. And yeah, thanks everyone. Stay safe and make sure you use a good bottle of this. By the way, this is not an ad. This is just the sun cream I've been using. Cheers.